All right, so let's go to Elise. 56 minus negative 6.
56 plus 6.
56 plus 6. And the answer is?
62.
62. Very good. Shay. Let's go over to here. 12 minus 35.
Change the sign.
Okay, so what am I going to write?
12 plus 35.
12 plus what?
35. I mean negative 35.
Negative 35. The opposite. Very good. And what's that going to do?
Negative 23.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, Katie, let's go to this one here. 32 minus negative 48.
32 plus 48.
And that will give us what? 80. Good. All right. Let's see. Linda, let's let you try this one. We know everybody loves decimals. Negative 8.7 minus 3.5. So what's the first thing I'm going to write? So start with this first number. What's this?
8.6.
Negative 8.7. But we're going to add. You're going to change the sign. We're going to change to addition. So plus. What are we going to add? The opposite of 3.5, which is negative 3.5. Okay? And then yesterday, again, we learned if you're adding two numbers and they're both negative, they're the same sign, we're going to add those numbers together and then use the negative sign. So what is 8.7 plus 3.5? 7 plus 5 is 12. 8 plus 3 is 12 plus 1 is 12. Good. And so then we got a little point there. And so it's negative 12.2 because they were both negative. Very good. All right. Alex. It's not math time yet, is it? Been a long day already? All right. Negative x. We're negative the quantity x plus 14. So what am I going to do? I'm sorry? Well, if I have a subtraction or the opposite of an entire quantity, what am I going to do? I'm going to take the opposite of one plus the opposite of the other. So what's the opposite of x? Negative x. What's the opposite of 14? Negative 14. Tim wants to try, I guess. That's how far you can take there, right? You can't add your, remember from yesterday, you can't add your variables and your numerals. They can't get added. It's just left like that. All right, Tim, let's give you the last one here then. 5 minus x plus 8. So what's the first thing I'll do with that?
X plus 8.
Well, okay, let's start with, you have a subtraction. So let's rewrite this into an addition problem, okay?
So 5
5
plus
plus,
negative 8x plus 8
okay,
in parentheses.
the opposite, okay. So then you're going to do the opposite, the same as he did up there. So what are you going to get for that?
You're gonna get, well, you have to use the commutative property, so you'll have to do 5 plus negative 8.
5. Well, when you have, let's do it like this. When you're doing the opposite of an entire quantity, you're just going to do the opposite of the first plus the opposite of the other. So what's your first one you're going to get?
8.
What's the opposite of x?
Negative x
Negative x.
plus negative 8.
There you go. Okay, good. You're doing it. I want to show everybody all the steps as opposed to you're 3 steps ahead of me. So now you're going to use what property?
Commutative property.
Commutative property to get them next to each other. Very good. When we use the commutative property, that means we're moving. Okay, the commutative property means we're moving around the addition side. And it's not just commutative property. What is it? The community property of addition? That's important. We're not using multiplication. So it's 5 plus negative 8 plus negative x. So all I did here is move around my negative x and my negative 8. Okay, and so now 5 plus negative 8
Is negative 3.
so negative 3 plus
negative
negative x. And you can leave it like that. Okay?
Harold wants to do one.
He does? I ran out. I'm sorry, Harold. I ran out, but I'll give you a sheet. You'll have plenty of opportunity to practice. I don't want anyone to feel missed. Although I did try to pick up on this side since I left off on them yesterday. Okay. I have some worksheets. And I don't think I got one for everybody yesterday. When you do the worksheets, make sure you hand them in at the end of class. And I'm not sure if anybody told you, but there's little bins over there, and we're on Algebra 1. So when you turn in your homework from the night before or your sheets, just put it right in that top bin. And then once they're corrected, they'll be in the bottom bin. Okay? All right.